What if one life could change the world forever? Not a king, not a warrior, not the ruler of a mighty empire, but a humble man whose message of love continues to inspire billions of people even today.
More than 2,000 years have passed since his birth. Empires have risen and fallen, nations have changed, yet his story continues to live on.
Who was Jesus Christ? Why does his name still touch hearts across the world? And what made his life one of the most influential stories in human history? To answer these questions, we must travel back in time. Back to a world filled with uncertainty, a world searching for hope. Jesus was born in Bethlehem, not in a royal palace, not among the wealthy and powerful, but in humble surroundings that few people would have noticed. From the very beginning, his life was different. His story did not begin with power, it began with humility, and yet that humble beginning would change history forever. As he grew, people began to notice something extraordinary about him: his wisdom, his compassion, and his deep understanding of people.
And what happened next would inspire generations for thousands of years. Let's continue the journey. As Jesus traveled through towns and villages, more and more people began to follow him.
But the most remarkable chapter of his journey was still ahead. They came seeking answers. They came searching for hope. And many came because they had heard stories that seemed impossible to believe.
Jesus taught people to love one another,
to forgive those who had wronged them,
To show kindness, even when it was difficult.
His message was simple, yet powerful.
These words continue to inspire people around the world, even today.
love your neighbor as yourself.
Many people witnessed extraordinary changes during his ministry. The broken found comfort. The hopeless discovered purpose. And countless lives were transformed by his teachings. But as his influence grew, not everyone welcomed his message. Opposition began to rise. And soon, his journey would lead to its most difficult chapter. Every great story has a moment that changes everything.
For Jesus, that moment came during the final days of his journey.
He knew that difficult times were ahead. He knew that suffering awaited him. Yet he remained faithful to his mission. Many people would have chosen an easier path. Many would have turned back. But Jesus chose courage over fear, love over comfort, and purpose over escape. The events that followed became some of the most remembered moments in history. To some, it looked like the end. But for millions of believers throughout the centuries, it became a symbol of hope, sacrifice, and unconditional love. Even today, millions continue to find hope in his message. His teachings still inspire faith and compassion around the world. More than 2,000 years have passed since the life of Jesus Christ. Yet his message continues to inspire people around the world. His teachings speak to something timeless within the human heart. The desire for hope, purpose,
and peace.
His story reminds us that even in difficult moments, we are never truly alone, that kindness still matters, that faith can bring strength, and that hope can shine even in the darkest time.
Thank you for watching. If this video inspired you, subscribe to Amen Verses for more inspiring stories of faith and hope.
And remember, even the smallest light can overcome the darkest night.